What year did you start playing Roblox? Maybe in 2020 or 2021 or maybe even in 2010? You probably already have your favorite games. Personally, I have quite a few of them. Not just 2 or 3, but even the most popular game can be forgotten. Most often this depends on the developers. If updates are released rarely or stop altogether, the player counts start to drop. But sometimes the players themselves are to blame, as they can ruin the game's community or simply lose interest. Today I want to show you abundant and forgotten games in Roblox. Some lost their popularity a long time ago, while others only recently, so don't be surprised by the time gaps. The first game is Cat. This is one of my favorite games in Roblox. It is somewhat similar to Murder Mystery 2 because you also have to fight using a knife or a gun. The game has several modes, including regular PvP and a classic murder mode. Unlike Murder Mystery 2, this game has more accessible progression system. Overall, I love this game, but unfortunately it has been forgotten by players, and major updates has stopped coming out. The game was popular in 2019 and 2020 and has gathered almost 1.5 billion visits in total. However, now on average only about 200 people play it. Curse Island was a popular game for a long time starting from 2017. Many YouTubers played it. Players spawn on a small island scattered across the ocean. Every few seconds random events occur, such as tsunamis, lava, sharks, bombs or cages. Players can move between islands to avoid danger. Rounds continue until the only one survivor remains, or the time runs out. The game has almost 500 million visits, but now unfortunately only about 300 active players. The player count has dropped significantly due to the lack of updates, and over time players simply lost interest. The next game is Horrific Housing. This is a chaotic and unpredictable game where each player gets their own small house and then tries to survive while facing a variety of random events. At the start of the round, the houses remain still, but after a few seconds, crazy things start happening. Sometimes players switch places or gain abilities, what can either help or hinder them. The game has no fixed script, each event is random, making it impossible to predict the outcome of a round. The game has more than 600 million visits, but now only about 700 people play it. The reason for the decline in popularity is the same, no major updates. Now let's talk about the Normal Elevator. This is a fun and chaotic game where players enter what looks like a normal elevator, but at each stop they encounter a new random and often absurd event. The elevator doors open on different floors where strange things happen. Some floors are just funny while others can be deadly. The game has no clear goal, it's more for an entertainment experience full of surprises and humor, where each new round brings something different. I really love this game and I remember spending hours playing it in 2017. But now the average player count is only about 200. This is due to the lack of updates which eventually caused players to leave. And finally we have Wacky Wizards. This is a fun and experimental game where players create different potions by mixing a variety of ingredients in their cauldrons. The gameplay revolves around discovering new components that can be combined to produce unique effects, such as turning into a giant, transforming your hand into a being, flying, teleporting, and many other strange and hilarious mutations. I absolutely love these games, it's my favorite one. It was extremely popular in 2021 and 2022. I even remember what in the game's Discord server it was written that updates were released every Thursday, but that no longer happens. The game had nearly 1 billion visits, but now only about 2,000 active players. Playing this game now, I remember all those events and boss fights we used to complete with friends. And that's all for today. I hope you remembered old games or discovered new ones that have been forgotten by most players. Let me know in the comments if you like videos in this format. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you soon!